Hi gang, it's Nerd Butler, Levi Sauerbrei. I just wanted to give you a quick tip on Chromebook usage. Many of you know that I love Chromebooks. It's my daily driver. It's the computer I use 12, 14 hours a day. Business and personal, it's all I carry with me and I love it. They don't catch viruses. The batteries last a long time. They're inexpensive compared to the counterparts in Mac or Windows. But there are a few shortcomings. Offline services, that's getting better every day. You can now do quite a bit offline with your Chromebook. And one of the other things was they didn't integrate well with other cloud storage file systems. So I want to show you real quick some of the improvements they've made to the file system on the Chromebook. If you open up files, what you get over on the left hand side there is the Google Drive account of whatever account you've used to log into the Chromebook. So that has everything that's been shared with you through Google Drive, your recent documents, your offline documents, all of that good stuff. Below that is a downloads folder, which is where the local storage for your Chromebook is. So anything you've downloaded from the web directly to the machine will be sitting there. That's intended to be temporary, and the system will delete files after a while if it runs out of space. We've never had a problem with that, but it can happen. That used to be the only thing you would see down there unless you plugged in a USB stick or an SD card or an external hard drive or something. Now we have this fabulous new button here called Add New Services. When you click on that, it gives you a list of available services. There's a couple of big ones on here. Dropbox is probably the most popular cloud storage service. It was one of the very first ones on the market, and it's one that everybody's familiar with. So now we can install Dropbox and have it show up in our file system the same way that Google Drive does on the Chromebook. So if I go ahead and install that, it's going to ask me if I want to mount my Dropbox account, and it'll try and mount it. I haven't logged into my Dropbox account yet, so it's going to ask me to do that next. Once I've done that, then the Dropbox will show up as another available folder in the left-hand navigation of the Files menu, which is pretty spectacular. So let's look at what other services are on here real quick. In addition to Dropbox, we have Secure FTP. So if you have an FTP server at work, or if you're extra nerdy and you have one laying around your house, you can connect to that as well. OneDrive, if you have a Windows Live account, or basically any kind of Microsoft account, you have a OneDrive file storage area on the cloud, you can connect that as well. WebDAV is really more for some technical folks. And then cloud storage is just another service that you can store things on. I expect to see this list expand as time goes on and as Google makes deals with more people. So services like Box, I would expect to see show up here pretty soon. But this is, I think, a pretty big step forward for Chromebooks, making them even more useful and even more legitimate as a daily driver computer. As I said, I use mine every day, all the time, whatever I need to do. In the times that I do need a Windows desktop, I use Google Cloud Computing to start a virtual instance and connect to that remotely. We'll do a video about that here in a little while, just to show you guys what that looks like. But I just wanted to point that out to folks that are using Chromebooks, or if you're thinking about getting a Chromebook and you're trying to overcome some of those concerns, take a look at that and try it out. Talk to y'all later.